Well, I'm back at the apartment, and we're going to run through pits and nicks and start doing a detail sand out and get it ready to go. Get that cleaned out. Stop by and I got to tell you, I don't know how good these are, but these are about half price. 100 blades for $5. These come from Harbor Freight. AutoZone is like 20 bucks for 100. And there ain't nothing wrong with these. Because we're just going to smear acro with it. You know, when I first did this over John's today, I wasn't really all that happy with it. But since I got it here and looking at it, it's not going to be much to clean up. It will. Yeah, it won't be bad at all. So we got 600 here, got 800 there. It's not really ready for a sand out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around and hit the spots with acro green. We'll let this dry overnight. All the spots. Here on this spot right here, I've got to add some tissue because I have sanded right through the tissue. Even though you wouldn't be able to see it on the video, you can see it in person. But it's actually come out pretty darn good. It gained an ounce. Three coats of thinner. That's basically mostly what it was, thinner. And it gained an ounce. It's at 31 now. 31 and a half with the tip weight. Oh, and I got one more thing I wanted to install. Well, I don't want to do that right now. So what are we going to do here? I have to make sure to get everything situated to take back with me so I can have my tools back in St. Louis. Enough tools to do the job. So the first thing I want to do is get some acro green out on this surface here. And you guys have heard me say this several times, don't use much of this putty. It is super heavy. So we'll get her ready to go here. Okay. I wish I could see better. That's a big problem. In this little apartment, it's hard to see what you're doing. I can see it here though. We're going to go around and hit all the spots. And I got a few of them. It's okay. Them outstanding finishes are not done in one setting. I can tell you that right now. Wendy did a little different where he would paint silver and sand it off until it got to look like a billet piece of aluminum or whatever. I don't like silver because its pore adhesion qualities, and it's heavy. So I would rather take the Acro Green and spot all these spots and sand them off. Or maybe just a little bit of DC 540, which I found I got a couple cans. I will probably do the fillets in DC 540. But I want to sit on the front row this year again. They're going to put a serious effort into doing that. I got some pinholes right here where this tissue, the tissue was coming up, so I took a pin and I stuck it a bunch of times through the tissue so that I could put thinner and dope in it and get it, rub it in and get it to stick down real good. And that stuck down good, but it left the pinholes, so got to get all them filled in. Two and one. I don't expect you guys to be watching too much of this today. You had enough today of 3 or 4 hours of painting and sanding. We just had a good time today. We didn't do much. I mean, I got accomplished what I needed to get done. You know what? I got to go get that sandpaper box. You can't do much without sandpaper. Give me a second. I'll be right back. Sorry about that, but I had to get some paper. Yeah, if with any luck, it'll powder off. And we got a spot there. A whole lot of spots. I think this will be a quick video tonight. Because tomorrow I'm going to hit it hard again. Because come Monday or Tuesday, I want to be painting. Monday I'll be driving. Tuesday I'd like to be painting. Can't believe this shit dried up already. Yeah, maybe I'll put in another order for 05096 Acro Green. This is this tube's probably going on 3 years old, so it's maybe if I mix the thinner in it a little bit, it dries way too quick. Kind of waste more than I put on. Made in Chena, California. See how much work I'm making for myself. Any of this stuff I'm putting on, remember you got to sand it all off. You don't sand it off, you'll have a wall banger. We ain't building no wall bangers anymore. pretty much on track to be 58 ounces. I'd like it lighter, but that ain't happening. Just can't get the wood today. You know, the lightest piece of wood I got on this thing, I think, was 4.5 pounds, or I don't think I had any 3-pound stuff on this. So we're really not in too bad a shape. And like John and I were talking today, you really don't know what you got until you shoot the white on it. So we'll try to fix it. Thank you for not landing upside down. Usually, when something like that, or some thing with a booger falls off the chair, it lands upside down right on the carpet. So then it's a disaster. Well, I wanted to paint that star feature on this thing, but I don't think it's going to work. So we're going to have to come up with another idea. So as the paint job progresses, I'll get it in white. I'm going to paint the back half white again, and I think I got an idea what I'm going to do here to hide some of the. Come on, get on there. Because above all else, if I had a choice between a front row airplane and a light flyable airplane, I'd take the light airplane. So we're gonna keep weighing it as the weight comes up. That will determine the paint job. I got that pearl green. I tell you, a green airplane I liked the best was Derek's green airplane at the Nats. It was, I thought, classy. But he didn't make the front row. I thought it was nice. But you can be on the front row very easily with spray shine. It ain't that easy with dope. Because I could paint this white, shoot a coat of spray shine on it, block sand it, get all the faux pas out of it, come back and spray another coat of spray shine, and boop, instant front row. Without too much problem. That's why no fair. But you'll have a wall banger. Wall banger. I think we're going to tissue this nose over this fiberglass, but you got to have dope on it to get the paper to stick. So, but we'll go ahead and putty in all the faux pas here. This is one where I used, hey, Yogi, this is one where I used only one coat of Z-Epoxy on it. I didn't use two. I'm always trying to cheat the system, use less material. Okay. These areas right here will take a day all by themselves to sand and get right. Things that make you go, Yeah, I think I got a paint job worked out in my head. That's where that run was today. Yeah. We'll hold up on the acro. So I figured that instead of going on for an hour, I'd take a few questions. Anybody got any questions? Because we're gonna have to wait for this paint to dry. I really don't want to start sanding on it because what happens is, right now, if I start sanding on this, the paint will ball up because the coats of paint that went on this were super wet. I mean, they bagged up the wings like you can't believe because it's mostly thinner. But I can see it progressing very nicely. It's got its normal spots, and there's nothing you can do about them. And they really won't show until you shoot that first coat of white. And it goes, what did I do that for? Yeah, I will probably be painting this Tuesday in St. Louis. I got all next week to work on it. So look for quite a few streams next week. After I win this $1 billion from Powerball, shit, we'll have a good place to fly and everything. If I won $1 billion, you wouldn't believe the flying facility I would build. We'd be able to fly all year round. Hotel, circles, everything indoors. Bar, tavern, restaurant, hobby shop, all under one roof. 4 circles, great big huge building, 10 stories high, 100-foot ceiling. Let's see how many circles would see 120. The building would have to be. The building would have to be. Come on now. So it's 60, 70, 140, 150 plus a 20-foot easement, 150, 170 clear, 170 by 170 equals, it'd be 30,000 square foot for just the flying circles. And then around the perimeter of the flying circles, this on the second story, we'd have hotels all the way around this building. Well, wait a minute, that ain't right. 170, clear. 170 with a 20-foot easement, 80, 90, 190 times 2, 190 times 2 equals 380 times 380 equals, it'd be 144,400 square foot with 4 circles in the center, and around the top would be motel, or, hotel rooms or whatever where guys can stay for the contest, and underneath would be a hobby shop, workshop, restaurant, tavern, all in one spot. It'd be a huge building. Of course, yeah, there'd be bleachers in there. And it'd be an indoor venue with an exhaust fan blowing a 5-mile-an-hour breeze in one direction. 10 stories tall. So that's if I won that $1 billion. You guys can count on that when I win the $1 billion. I think the payout is well, it's 1.5 billion. I think it's a $500 million. But shit. Yeah. Underground free fuel system. No stinking windmills. Okay. Any questions on what we got here? I mean, like I say, looking at it, it's not too shabby. Can see right through it, just like I'm supposed to. I got a low spot here. I'll have to trowel in some superfill when I get it. Yeah. What's $790 million? I mean, yeah, we got a low spot here. We're going to have to I'll trowel in some superfill right here. You couldn't really see that until I got some shine on it, but it's low. I must have pushed it down with my finger when I CA'd it or something. But I'll get that, and we'll go around and get all this. Like I say, this video wasn't about doing a whole lot of work on this tonight because the paint is so green, and I got a spot right here too. That's a high spot. Gonna have to sand on that. Damn. The paint will load up right now if I start sanding. So tomorrow at the soonest. But I can get all the spots addressed I need to see where they are. I got a spot right here. I've got a tissue. I guess I'll tissue all the way back to there. Brush it on and wrap it around. What a bummer. But I'm pretty happy. Coming out pretty nice. All right, that was just an update. I'm going to burn a TV dinner, watch some television, hit the wreck so I can come at it early. I got to get an oil change tomorrow before the drive. I got, with the way cars are expense-wise, I got to take care of what I got. So it's an old car. I bought it brand new. It's an 04. I got 150,000 miles on it. It's had an oil change every 3,000 miles regardless. And it's been a good car. It gave up the battery the other night, $225 for a battery. It's brakes and all, just take care of what you got because it's going to be a while before we got any money. I can see that coming. All right, like, subscribe, and share. We'll see you tomorrow morning. Fair winds, tight lines. See ya.